I ask unanimous consent to dispense with the reading.
Without objection, the reading of the amendment is dispensed with. The member is recognized for opening remarks on the amendment.
Madam Chairwoman, simply to afford those the opportunity who voted yes to reconsider, since that was part of an en bloc amendment. What this amendment does is it puts those three projects back into the bill. Now, look, earlier I spoke to the issues I felt were involved with the legal and moral problems with pulling these out. But I think right now what's important is to explain how we got here. At the end of March, thousands of community projects were submitted to the subcommittee. On a bipartisan basis, they were all vetted, including what they actually do. And the project in Reading, support the cost needed to provide traditional housing project in Boston, support the construction costs of converting a former Boston public school into 74 units of high quality, affordable housing for seniors in Boston. The project in Mr. Boyle's district, embarking on a major project to renovate and expand their existing community center. Not exactly what we might have heard about before. These projects were all deemed by both parties eligible under statutory law and under the rules of the guidance that our friends in the majority presented at the beginning of the process. So somehow these were all okay just a short time ago. They were put into the bill. So someone thought that they were deserving, or at least were eligible under the law and the rules. So these three projects were now singled out of 2,680 as suddenly not ones that we want to do. That's 0.1% of the projects. And what are the legal names? LGBTQ, Senior Housing Inc., Gay Community Center of Philadelphia, and the LGBT Center of Greater Reading. So again, why after months of vetting and a week after our bill was made public, have these three projects raised concern and not the other 2,677 projects in the bill? If somebody really wants to go through 2,680 projects in committee and start arguing over whether they like them or not, okay, maybe I believe they care that much about it, but not 0.1%. That they suddenly decide after the rules were followed that they don't particularly, I don't know, like. It begs the question, if these organizations didn't explicitly include LGBT in their titles, would they have been okay? Did someone actually do a search? Is there software out there that says, find the LGBTQ terms, phrases, or whatever in a title? Is this going to be part of the process as we go on? Are we now, and frankly, the majority, forcing organizations in the future to consider hiding their identities for federal funding? Are we reconstructing the closet here? We can't ignore this community, or worse, retract funding because of whatever the culture war of the day is. We need to celebrate this community and acknowledge the hate and the prejudice they have faced. We shouldn't reinforce that hate and prejudice. We should stand behind the community, and I ask that you support this amendment.